Okay, so we're going to be using Model Magic. The first thing you want to do is squeeze your Model Magic in your hand like this, curving your hands into forms to make a ball shape. But we want to smooth that ball out, so I'm going to roll it in my hands, rolling in my hands in opposite directions with light pressure. Alright, so now I have a ball shape, but we know skulls taper towards the chin area. It's wider at the top and not so wide at the bottom. So using my hands, I'm going to squeeze using the sides of my pointers towards the sides, but I want to add a little bit pressure down this way. So as I'm squeezing, I'm adding a little more pressure there. And then you'll start to see this round up at the top. So I'm just going to gently push at the top to flatten it a little bit. And I'm just going to go back and forth, squeezing, flattening, until I get it to be about this thick and to look like the shape of a skull. Okay, so now at your tables, once you get your, you formed it with your hands and you've gotten the shape that you wanted, you have some markers. We're actually not drawing with these, believe it or not. We are using the top of it to make the eyeballs in our sugar skulls. So when you use this as a stamp or a press, you don't want to go all the way through the Model Magic. You only want to go about halfway. So I want to try to get my first eye lined up towards the top of the head and make sure I have enough room, and I'm just going to push about halfway down, hold it, and pull it out. And now I'm going to do one right next to that, hold it, pull it out. Okay, and then for the nose, we're actually going to be drawing in with a pencil, but we're going to be using that pencil to kind of form into the Model Magic. So I'm going to be just doing for the nose 2 lines. And then for the mouth, now notice those are vertical lines. For the mouth, we're going to do a horizontal straight line. And you might have to pick it up every once in a while. You might have to go back and forth over it a few times. And then here I'm going to do a couple of vertical, about 3 vertical lines that go through that horizontal line. Light pressure is going to be best for this. Okay, so now I have the shape of my sugar skull. I'm going to set that to the side, and I'm going to get this white piece of paper. And on this piece of paper, you're going to pick 3 colors that you're going to go in a circle around the paper with to create radial symmetry. So I'm just going to pick one color, and I'm going to start by doing an oval and then filling it in. And then around that oval, I'm going to color in a radial design with my next color. So I'm now going to take this and work my way around like this. It kind of almost looks like a sunflower at first, but we're going to be adding more designs and things like that later. If you want your colors to blend and mix, you can. So this is called radial symmetry because all sides of my paper are exactly the same. So by going in a circle, I'm able to get that radial symmetry. Okay, so now whatever I have left over, I'm going to do in my last color. If you want to alternate back to another color, you can, but I'm just going to fill mine up. You want to try to get all the white spaces, so by the time that I'm done filling this in, there's no white showing. I'm trying my best not to also touch the paper too much because that's going to get my hands messy. So I'm going in the same direction around the whole thing. It almost looks like tie-dye. It's important that we use really bright colors because the skulls that you would see in the Mexican Day of the Dead skulls are typically made with really bright colors. Alright, so that's looking good. Again, we're going to do more designs later on. Now what we need to do is glue our sugar skull right in the middle. Okay, so if there's any colors you're looking at, I'm like, okay, maybe I want to put more of that orange in there. You can go ahead and do that. So it shows up. So I'm going to use this glue, liquid glue. No glue sticks are going to work. I have to twist the cap off. I'm going to add just like a light line down the center of that sugar skull. Because this Model Magic is going to kind of adhere to your paper, you don't need a whole lot of glue. So now I'm going to center it. and press it on there. And I'm also going to make sure that my name is on the back of this paper too. So that's it for today.